or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another what I eat in a day. It is just a normal one. There's no spin to this. A normal Tuesday morning, and I will be showing you everything that I would have normally eaten today. I am vegan, I am 19, I am not on any form of diet, and I eat what sounds good in the moment, and I eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. That's about it, so let's get started. I'm gonna be making overnight oats for breakfast. I mean, I already have made the overnight oats, but I'm gonna be eating overnight oats for breakfast. I'm gonna be putting up all the ingredients on the screen right here. There's a lot of stuff in here, but I just have had this jar in the fridge for, I think it's been 48 hours. So I'm gonna start by putting that into the bowl. They're like berry overnight oats. I've been really big into eating yogurt on top of my oats recently. I honestly haven't eaten oats without yogurt on top in so long. I just think it makes it so much better. But I have just the last of this vegan yogurt alternative from Sprouts, which I think I've said this a handful of times recently, so sorry if you've heard this already, but I think that this is my favorite vegan yogurt as of right now. I really like Kite Hill, and I've talked about Kite Hill for years, and I still really love Kite Hill probably as much as I love this one. But since this is a store brand, like a grocery store brand, it's obviously cheaper. So this has been my go-to, and I've been obsessed with it. Now that I've polished off this yogurt, it is time for cereal. And I have this container. It has two different cereals mixed in it right now, but it's the Nature's Path Crunchy Vanilla Sunrise on top. And then, is it the same brand? Is it Nature's Path still? No, it's Cascadian Farm Berry Vanilla Crunch. Those are the two cereals in here, so I'm just gonna put a handful of those. And then I'm going to add some hemp seeds. There's already hemp seeds in the overnight oats, but I don't think you can go wrong with too many hemp seeds. And then I'm also going to add some unsweetened coconut flakes. I'm actually gonna make a matcha to go along with my breakfast. I love matcha, always get matcha out, but I could never seem to make it at home taste good. I don't know why. I was using like ceremonial grade matcha. Whatever I was using, it was quality matcha. I spent a pretty penny on it. But no matter what I did, what sweeteners I would use, what milk I would use, I would look up recipes, it just tasted so bad until I finally just came to the conclusion that I must have banned my matcha powder itself, and it was. I bought some new matcha. This is the Jade Leaf, their barista edition. I don't really know all the differences. They had a bunch of different ones on the website, and I just picked this one. But this matcha is amazing. It's so much more vibrant in green color, which I know is a sign of good matcha. I'm just confused because I know the last one I bought was not cheap, so I don't know why it was so bad. But anyways, I bought this a few days ago. I've been making matcha every single day, and it's tasted so good, so we're gonna make one today. Also, just a disclaimer before I make this, anything that I'm doing is probably not the correct way you're supposed to do it, but I think it turns out good and I think it tastes good, so that's all that really matters to me. I'm gonna start by adding in 2 teaspoons of my matcha powder to some warm water. And then number 2, just have one of the like little hand mixer things that I'm gonna mix this until there's no clumps. I did not do this well enough yesterday and there were clumps in mine, so we're gonna fix that. Okay, I think we're good there. Smells so good. And I'm gonna add some ice to my cup and then we can start mixing everything. The other day, I steeped a bunch of this Miracle Tree Moringa Blueberry Superfood tea, and it just tastes like kind of like a blueberry green tea. And so I've been adding this in to add a bit more of like a different flavor. So I'm gonna start with the ice in my cup, some of this iced tea, and then the rest I'm gonna fill up with the Kirkland Costco brand oat milk. We can obviously use any plant milk that you like. And then I have some of this vanilla like coffee syrup. I'm gonna add maybe like a cap full of this. And then I almost just poured in the matcha powder. I'm gonna close that before I do that, and I'm gonna pour in my pre-blended matcha powder. That would have been horrible. I'm gonna bring you guys closer when I mix it. It is time for a taste test. And it tastes great. Tastes just like I did yesterday. But yeah, this is my breakfast, my oats and my matcha. I'm going to eat this. I have a dermatology appointment in like an hour, hour and a half, and then after that I'm gonna come home and I'll make lunch. lunch. Lunch is gonna be more fun. I'm sorry that I already had the oats pre-made, but I kind of really had to eat them. Sorry about that, but I made the matcha to hopefully make up for it. Either way, I'm gonna see you at lunch when I'm making more of an elaborate meal. So goodbye, and I'll see you at lunch. For maybe the past 45-ish minutes, and I already have Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes roasted on the stove. I just cooked some tofu. All of that was really, really simple, but they're all done now. So I'm gonna take them out of the oven because I'm hungry. Right, here's my bowl. If you guys have not noticed, I did upgrade and finally got a big salad type bowl. If you've missed all the videos where I've eaten like big type of salad Buddha bowls recently, I've been doing it in a mixing bowl because that was the only bowl that I had that was like beyond just a little portion. Obviously when you're making a big salad type thing like this, you have a lot of just volume and vegetables that wouldn't fit in my little bowls. So I finally got a pink bowl and it's so cute. It's from World Market. I have a few new plate bowl type things up there that are really nice as well, but I'll put my dinner in that later, so I'll wait till later to show you. But starting out, I just have a like super greens mix. I think it's just like baby kale, spinach, maybe a couple other things, but honestly I think that's all that I really see. I'm gonna add on the Brussels sprouts, and might I say these are perfectly crispy. I think these are gonna be delicious. And now I'm adding on the sweet potatoes, and then same thing with the tofu. I only have 1/4 of an avocado, so I'm just gonna add on 1/4 of an avocado. I would add more, but this is my last one and all that I have left. Here I have some heirloom tomatoes. I actually have half of one in this really cool like food saver. It's like silicone on one side and then hard plastic on the other, so you put down your half-eaten, whether that's tomato, onion, maybe orange, grapefruit on this. And then it's completely fresh on not only the outside, but also the cut side, which is so cool. But I'm gonna add on some tomato slices as well. And then the last like bigger thing beyond dressing that I'm adding is some pickled onions that I made the other day. So I was going to use this new vegan truffle aioli that Trader Joe's just launched within the past week or so on my bowl as my condiment, but it's much thicker than I expected it to be. It's like a mayo. I actually just posted a full review on TikTok, so you wanna know what I think about this, you should go check that out. I'm not gonna actually use this because 1, it's thicker than I thought, and 2, I just remembered that I have a huge Costco-sized bitchin' sauce in my fridge that I need to eat all myself before it goes bad, which is a little difficult. So I'm actually gonna be using that today. Lunch is made, and it smells so good. I think that a bowl like this, where I just grab random things from the inside of my fridge or pantry and put them all together, will always be my favorite meal. I don't know why, but they always turn out so good. And maybe that's because I'm not a picky eater and I will eat anything. So I think it tastes good, but that's all that matters. That is a double thumbs up from me. I will see you all at dinner time. I'm making such a good dinner. It is a dinner that I've never made before, but I've been like thinking about this meal idea for months, so I am very excited. Hi, okay, I just got back from a walk and it's not quite dinner time, but it's close to it, and I have to do a couple things prior to dinner, so I'm gonna be smart and do it before I'm hungry, so I'm not hungry waiting on my food. I'm not exactly gonna tell you what I'm making for dinner, you have to stick around for that, but if you can put the pieces together with what I'm soaking right now, maybe you can figure it out. I have some warm water here because I need to soak both cashews and sun-dried tomatoes to make my dinner. I have like the dried sun-dried tomatoes, not the ones in the jar with like oil. I don't really know exactly how many I'm gonna put. I'm just making one portion of my dinner, so I don't need a ton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna do 6 sun-dried tomatoes. We're gonna start with that, and then cashews. Normally would not measure this at all, but I'm gonna measure it to help you guys out. I'm gonna do 2/3 of a cup of cashews. Okay, here we got 2/3 of a cup, and I'm gonna put that in the water. And I'm just gonna set these aside for the next probably 30-ish minutes. I mean, I have a high-speed blender, so soaking isn't as big of a deal. It's just to make it softer and easier to blend. But yeah, I am so excited for this dinner. I don't think you guys understand, so I'll see you very soon. It's dinner time, and I could not be more excited. If you did not put the pieces together, today I am making a cashew-based sun-dried tomato pasta sauce, which I'm not following any recipe for. I've had these sun-dried tomatoes in my pantry for the longest time, and I thought that this sounded so good. And so I have some Bonza chickpea pasta that I'm gonna be cooking up with it. This pasta has like 20 grams of protein in it or something crazy, so I won't be adding any extra protein source to the sauce. You totally can, and I normally would. I just don't really have anything right now that would work well for that. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started. I mean, I should probably get some water boiling. That might be a good first step. So first, of course, I'm gonna add the soaked cashews and the soaked sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna be keeping this pretty simple, and then of course, if I taste it and I think it needs more, I'll add some more. But for the spices first, I'm gonna add some seasoned salt. That was a little too much salt. Tried to take some out, might have been a little too late though, so we're gonna hope for the best. But have some garlic granules. Fresh roasted garlic would be amazing, but I've been cooking all day, so we're not gonna do that. Black pepper, and then lastly is nutritional yeast. And then some oat milk to blend. I wouldn't recommend oat milk because oat milk is a bit sweeter, but it is the only like plant-based milk that I have right now, so we're gonna make do. With all the other flavors, I think it'll be all okay. I think the sauce is blended smooth all the way through. It is good. I feel like I want to add some spice though, so I'll be back. I wanted to add hot sauce, but I just don't think I have any hot sauces that really, one, I like, and then two, would go well in this. So I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes and blend one more time, and then we should be good. I'm gonna cook this much. I don't know if this is a good amount. I feel like it feels solid. So I'm gonna put this in, and then we wait. Pasta's finished and it's time to eat. I was so excited to show you guys my new bowl plate thing. I don't really know what to call it. And I'm realizing it looks really pathetic in this. This bowl is definitely for things more like salads or bigger Buddha bowls. Not really pasta because it doesn't fill up the whole plate. But also when you think about it, you know, it could be like one of those fancy restaurants where they serve you like a little tiny thing in a big plate. So I'm gonna pretend like it's that, even though there's no garnish. And that's another reason why it looks really sad. I don't have any like basil or anything else to garnish it with. But either way, it'll taste the same. So good. It isn't perfect. Like I definitely want to adjust the recipe a bit, but I'm totally making something like this again. I also do think that using like the jarred marinated sun-dried tomatoes would be a lot better in this. I just didn't have them. And I would also want to add more spice. I know I added the crushed red pepper flakes, but I want something more. I don't know exactly what I would add, but I think a way to make this better is just marinated sun-dried tomatoes. A little bit more spice, maybe finding a hot sauce that I like. But beyond that, I think it's pretty good. It's now 7:30, I'm going to eat this, and then I think I'm going to attempt to edit this entire video tonight, the one I'm filming currently. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping I just get like in an editing trance and I just focus on it and I don't get distracted. So I'll probably have an editing snack. But with that being said, I think this is gonna be the end of me talking to the video. So I'll put anything else that I'm eating later on the screen now or after this clip. But I just wanna say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some fun meal inspiration from this video. And I'll see you all in my next video.